Hello guys and welcome back to the market. So today we are going to observe the news and try to predict some what's going to happen with Bitcoin in the next few months and what are the people saying, because usually that's a good indicator to or counter indicator, because yeah, usually if people say one thing, it's going to happen the opposite thing. That's why you have to stay updated and look around you. So let's see first. The current price is 64k for Bitcoin. This is how it looks on the daily chart. It seems to, my prediction was an inverted head and shoulders or three bottom or triple bottom. Now the thing is, kind of tried to do the second shoulder here, but I predicted, since we were around here, I predicted this, but yeah, you have to look my older videos to see that. And let's go through a few news and why. I will let you know why I still believe it might be possible, but it has deformed the second shoulder, which usually it does. So first of the news, it's first post, it's warning: Monday could be the worst day of 2026. Urgently take a look before the weekend. So now, as I'm filming, it's Saturday, and I will be posting this on Sunday. So yeah, I hope you can get to watch it. And yeah, let's read it. Urgently take a quick look. Trump just said 1,000 missiles are locked and loaded, aimed at the Islamic Republic of Iran. Markets will be hit from all sides. This might be actually some bad news for the markets, but not in the long run. It will be maybe for 1 day or 2 days, I would say, because I don't think he will hit with the 1,000 missiles. That's if he's going to be assassinated. Now, if you're holding assets right now, you must read this. It's a bit of fear mongering as usual. When the markets open next week, this won't be just another dip. Of course, it will be another dip, because he won't hit with 1,000 missiles. It's just words. Stocks, bonds, metals, Bitcoin will dump. When people say stuff like this, it makes me hard to believe, because it's too predictable, way too predictable. Insiders and big funds are already selling everything. They are not. Why would you sell everything? If you're holding like stocks like O or Main or Coca-Cola, why would you sell everything? What's the reasoning behind selling everything? Because they are going to shoot some rockets, or just threatening to shoot some rockets. That's fear mongering. That's pure fear mongering. So they are not chasing rallies. They are cutting exposure, preparing for increased volatility. So yeah, some assets will go down, but some stable assets will not. At the same time, pressure building across the globe financial system. The Federal Reserve signaled that higher interest rates are here to stay. Japan has officially entered the market. That's bad news, yes, but this can change all the time, especially if you have like some crisis or some emergency, and they can just cut the interest rates. So now it's just right before the match. I will watch the match after, and I hope Norway wins, just as a sideline. So Japan has officially entered the market with yen intervention. Meanwhile, both China and Japan continue to reducing their US Treasury holdings. That's somewhat bearish news, and this might force them to do something about it, like some scheme in order to start printing money. But that's a long conspiracy theory behind this. So when the biggest foreign U.S. holders debt step back, uh, liquidity vanishes. Interest rates are staying. If you're holding for a long time or if you're accumulating, you don't care about this. But if you're trading like a 5 minute thing, that's another thing. Japan is actively defending the yen. China and Japan are non-stop dumping US treasuries. Liquidity conditions are tightening across the financial markets. Bond market volatility continues to increase. Funds are reducing equity exposure. The AI-driven rally is rapidly losing momentum. Risk appetite is fading across multiple assets. Everything is doom and gloom. The thing is, we had a few worst Mondays of the year, and that's just another one. Now, might this be one of the reasons for the last leg down? I think it might. However, let's see. I have spent decades, of course, spent 100 years studying the markets. And then when Trump says something, everything changes. The direction is changing based on sentiment, not on mathematics. That's simple as that. I've also been on the market for 6 years, and I've seen, just something small changes the trend, and nobody expects it. They just look on mathematical algorithm and whatever, but it just goes bam like this. No, US 13 July US market stock open. Let's go to the next post. I think this is just fear mongering, too much fear mongering, and so just in. This one is from Coin Bureau. AI found a bug that could crash Ethereum validators. Now that's some bearish news. However, I think it's also fear mongering. And AI agents to hunt for flaws and uncover remotely triggerable crash in the network messaging. So, I think the fear mongering with AI bubble will continue for a few years, and when it stops, then will actually be the bubble bursting. But that's technology that keeps evolving, and I don't think we will have it burst soon. I had this. I used to hold this. Fetch ASI, which is 16 cents right now. And the thing is, when it was here, nobody said anything about OAI is going to be good. And here, everyone was expecting it to go further, and also here to go up to $5, $10, and and now they are saying, oh, it's dying. Oh, it's already dead. AI things are already down because of wars and other reasons, and Fed not cutting the rates. Look at it. Just look at it. Now they are fear mongering. Oh, AI bubble is bursting. Oh my God! And you just have it just going down for all this time. What has to burst? The last $3 in their pocket to go to zero? No. Here was the risk, not here. Not here. Don't believe the people that are fear mongering you now, are sending you into sending me mad. So the next post is from this guy from Clark. Bitcoin is finishing its last bull trap before the dump, which I tend to believe it will be possible. And he's given us three possibilities, three scenarios. 6468, which is within the range of Dr. Profit's Bitcoin trend, what he said. He said between 57 and 67k, and then we should go to 50k, he says, which I tend to believe this would happen. And when we are here, I would buy all the altcoins possible on the planet, and everything that I have I have a small amount of money. I will have probably, but I will buy anything at this moment. If I see 50k, I will just go all in. And yeah, that's another possibility, but I don't think 42k is possible, because always the lowest prediction was never hit. So 42. So no, that's not, it's not, no, I'm stupid. So he says basically it goes here, then here, so 42k I think is not possible. And if it would go to 40k, it would be for less than 1 day. Everyone would chimp in at that point. So this is a chart here, and he says basically that in July we will have 40k, and then in September we have 100k. But you know what? I mean, it barely touches 40k, of course, which I said before looking at this, and I think it's a bit too soon. But why not? Why not have this 100k? But I think around the midterms we will have something in around the midterms. So let's go to the next post, which is from Daniel Marius Mihai. The boomerang effect of Mika law. 70% of Europeans leaving Binance move their money to private wallets. When European Union drafted MiCA legislative package, so markets in crypto assets, it's MiCA. The main objective was clear: bringing all crypto capital under strict umbrella of banks. With Bloodhound, yeah, of course, people are just moving their money, which is just, I just added this because why not? It's something that happens, and it was expectable. Let's go to the next one. It will go lower, quote unquote. It will go lower, which I usually tend to say as well, because they never predicted the bottom. They never got the bottom. Always they waited for lower points to sell, but they missed the bottom. And who are they? I mean, the crypto influencers, the people who analyze the market and say, oh, this is a possibility, no, this is another possibility. They always miss the bottom. They always expect lower and lower. And I was here in about 2018. I don't know, I wasn't there. I was out of the market. In 2019 I heard first about Bitcoin and crypto, and in 2020 I went in. So 2022, it's no, it's not. I checked them saying this, and even in 2019 when I heard about Bitcoin will go lower, will go to zero, it was 3k point something, I think 3,800, 3,900. They said China will ban it and it will go lower, it will go to $100 again and whatever, and that was the bottom. So that's why I don't I'm just very skeptical, and I don't believe when people say it will go lower when it's already this low. Now, was I stupid and I didn't believe them when they said that 80k that it will go to 60k? Maybe. But now we are already near the bottom, or at the bottom, or we might have even had the bottom. So now it's a good time to accumulate alts and also Bitcoin if you want. you will not catch the bottom. You might be lucky, but if you're waiting for it will go lower, you will miss it. So the crowd has been wrong every time. Yes, this guy is right about this. I don't know if he's right about everything. Of course he's not, but about this fact, that's 100% accurate. The crowd has been wrong every time. So total supply in loss held by long-term holders. So we're here. So now it has to go down and the price has to go up very soon, very soon. This is a really interesting chart, and you can see here. It was 2020 and then 2021. So we are here now. Yeah. Let's go to the last post, and this is from Crypto Rover. The most dangerous Bitcoin chart I've seen this cycle. Bitcoin has spent the last 8 years trading inside the same expanding channel. Every bull market ended after price reached the upper resistance. Every bear market ended with a full capitulation. Back in the lower trend line, we are now accelerating towards that same resistance for the third cycle in a row. So, those things are a little bit bent, but I hope he's right. He's at 50k here, capitulation 50k, which I believe it might be possible, and it would be also possible that we will not reach 50k, or it will be just 1 day, 2 days of maximum fear mongering, and then instead of this gap we might have just stuck and back here after 1 or 2 days, and then going like this. So this is weekly, so yeah, even just a week maybe, but you had this one here, which was about 2 weeks, and I wanted to buy Solana here. My best friend actually bought some Solana here. It was $8-9, and the people were saying, oh, it's going to be $4, wait and buy it, and he sold it at $12 and he bought it again at 15 or 20, I think, and that's we had accumulated some nice things here. Actually, sadly we didn't sell the majority of them, but we sold some of them. And yeah, I would really appreciate to hear your opinions, and I would really like to have a conversation in the comment section, and of course we have to keep talking, keep informing ourselves, and try to earn something on this market and on other markets as well. I will start to move, once I get some profits here, I will start to move them into stocks. That's my long-term plan, and we will talk about this in another video probably. I hope you enjoyed, and see you in the next one.